So welcome to the introductory session for the management level case study for November 2025. Now, management level case study is very nicely placed between the more theoretical operational case study and very practical strategic level case study. So approach for the management level case study should be very different. Actually, we have redefined the process for 2025. You will see we have a very practical approach for the management level case study. So what are the basic details about the management level case study? As usual, like OCS, like SCS, 3-hour paper. Like OCS, 4 different sections. Each section is for 45 minutes. 3-hour online paper is what is available. For you to get a very high score for the management level case study, what do you need? Number one, you got to have a very good understanding on the pre-C. You got to have a very good understanding on the pre-C. You got to know what this pre-scene is all about. So, in our course with Nanaska, we are starting the course with 2 different steps. Step number 1 is KYP. The step number 1 that we do is KYP. Step number 2 that we do is KYI. Step number 1 is KYP. Step number 2 is KYI. KYP is know your pre-scene, where we try to explain what is in the pre-scene. KYI is know your industry, where we try to help you to understand the industry. Especially this time, for the November 2025 management level case study, is a simple business, but I think you need a lot of industry knowledge for you to understand. So therefore, we will start with the KYP and KYI, try to explain to you what this company is all about. At the same time, we'll relate to a lot of industry examples available, because those industry examples will be a big help for you to understand the pre-scene better. So we are going to start with the KYP and KYI. There are 10 steps in the process. First and second are KYP, KYI. Third and fourth are called deep dive and ground rules. Deep dive is in-depth analysis into the pre-scene. In the KYP, we try to explain what is in the pre-scene. In the KYP, we try to get you to be familiar with the pre-scene. In the deep dive, we go to the depth of the pre-scene and critically evaluate the pre-scene, challenge the details given in the pre-scene. That happens with the deep dive. So KYP, KYI, deep dive. The fourth one is what we call ground rules. What are the rules that you should be following on the exam day? It's an online exam, 3 hours online, 45 minutes for one section, 4 different sections. There's a reference material available. What you should be doing on the exam day, more importantly, what you should not be doing on the exam. All that is discussed under the ground rules. For the management level case study, our step number 5 is called core activities. Because SEMA is very clear of what has to be tested. SEMA has given 5 core activities that will be tested for the management level case study this time. 5 core activities that will be tested for the management level case study this time. So our step number 5 is 5 core activities. So there are 10 steps in the course: KYP, KYI, deep dive, ground rules, and core activities. Those are the first 5 stages that we are trying to go through with you. So now let's concentrate on those 2 stages. Let's mostly concentrate on the first 2, KYP and KYI. Here we go with what the KYP looks like for you. By looking at this, you will get a decent idea about what the KYP is all about. Well, the KYP is about something to do with computers, something to do with computers, but they don't seem to be all very new computers. Yes, they are not, because we are in the business of resell new and used personal computers and the related equipments, speakers, printers, mouse. We are in the business of reselling new and used personal computers and related products. We are in one country called Lamland. We are buying and selling used computers here. Of course, we don't go and buy one computer at a time. We buy a bulk of computers at a time. Used computers, we buy a bulk at a time. And then we sell it. That is what we are. So your guess is right. This is what our company is all about. This is what our company is all about. Name of our company is Reset. We are not a public listed company. We are a private company. We are not a public listed company. We are a private company. We are in a country called Lamland, and our distribution center is here. Of course, head office is here. That's why we say that we are based here, no, my dear. But our distribution center is here, so we have a nice distribution center. We buy all the computers and store here. From this place only we distribute. So we have a distribution center. Don't we have retail outlets to sell these old computers? Like shops all over the country, small shops, or sometimes big shops all over the country? No. We sell all our products online. Distribution center is the place from which these computers will be dispatched. All the orders are taken online. We have 350 employees. Of course, as you know, we are not manufacturing computers. What these 300 employees are doing? Wow. They are in the buying. Buying what? Buying those used computers. Right? And selling. Inventory. My gosh, that's a big area for us. IS2 inventory is a big area for us. Why it's a big area for us? Because we keep fairly large stocks with us. We buy and keep stocks in the distribution center and we sell online. Of course, we have the administration. So if you really want to know what our company is all about, we are new and refurbished personal computers, laptops, tablets, peripherals and consumables, focus on cost sensitivity and the sustainability minded buyers. What is that? What do you mean by sustainability minded buyers? And cost sensitive? Well, the computers that we sell are about 30% cheaper than a new one. So if there are price sensitive customers available, they can come and buy a used computer from us. Of course, we don't just buy and sell. We buy, refurbish it. We buy, repair it, refurbish it and sell. But when you sell it, of course, we sell sometimes new computers as well. So we have a category called new. Then we have a category called look new, as new, very close to new. Then we have average quality laptops, computers available. They are much cheaper. So that is the business that we are in. How do we sell? Well, we don't have physical stores. We sell through the website. Brands sell devices from major original PC manufacturers and multiple brands source as new, end-of-line stocks or corporate trading. What is end-of-line stocks? Sometimes manufacturers will sell the last stocks to us. Now, as an example, there is one brand of laptop, version number 2.1. They are not going to manufacture version number 2.1 again. Therefore, version number 2.5, they don't want to sell in their stores because new version is coming. So what is the leftover of the version 2.1? They might give it to us. So that is how we get the computers. That is how we buy the computer. Supermarkets, the computer sellers, computer retailers, their leftover goods, they might give it to us. The corporate is trying to replace their entire laptops in the office. All the laptops they have, after 5 years, they are going to replace. After 4 years, they are going to replace. We go and buy all those old computers from them. So we buy, of course, new as well, but we buy a lot of old computers. And where do we buy the computers from? Manufacturers might give the last lot available from their manufacturing batch. Well, we are happy to buy it. Corporates will say we are going to replace all the laptops after 3 years. If you want, you buy. We buy the bulk. We don't buy laptops one by one. We don't buy computers one by one. You can't call us and say, I have an old computer. Do you like to buy it? We'll say, no, don't call me again. We don't buy one by one. We buy the bulk. Sales, of course, are doing through the website. We can do one by one. So this is the business that we are in. I think it's a very interesting business. This is the business that we are in. I think it's a very interesting business. So if you want to know a little bit further details about what do we actually do, this gives you a nice idea about what do we actually do. Sourcing. Buy in bulk. Why do they call it buy in bulk? Because we don't buy one by one. Buy in bulk. From manufacturers, the manufacturer of Dell, the old version of computers, excess that they manufacture, they might give it to me. Another line, no surplus. Retailers might give me the demo stock. You know what the demo stock is, no? So they go and demonstrate they use a lot of laptops to demonstrate the quality product. Those demo laptops, the packaging is already open. They can't sell it at the normal price. We will buy them. Corporates, they will give it. So that is how we do the critical function of the buying. But after you do the buying, that's the first step only. Then we go preparation and grading. Now we take the computers, refurbish them, clean them. Data is, of course, needs to be wiped out. Otherwise, the new guy who's buying the old laptop from us, they open it, they might see some pictures that they should not be seen. So we clean the devices, check it, and we grade them like actually new laptops. Sometimes we buy new laptops as well. Some customers buy new laptops from us. As new, very, very close to be new, but not new. Grade A refurbish, grade B refurbish. We are refurbished, not new, but grade A, grade B. So we sell these products at various different prices. Listing and pricing. We take nice pictures, write a description about it. Listing. We list on our site, because all the sales are happening through the website. Set the prices. Customer support center is available. They can call from 8 to 20 in the evening, 7 days, and we give a 3 months warranty for them as well. Software policy. PCs shipped with an operating system only. Any other prior owner software is removed to comply with licensing. So there's a licensed software that is available in the old computer when we bought it, that is removed entirely before we sell. So this is our business, my dear friends. This is our business. This is the main business that we do. Of course, I'll give you time to ask questions. I'll certainly give you time to ask questions. Of course, there are enough players like this in the market. But I'm not talking only about, I'm talking about broader electronic computer category. There are enough electronic items sellers. So even from eBay, you can do the same. But back market is a very famous example that I'm trying to go into a little bit more detail. Back market is a very famous example that we can go into a little bit more detail. So what is back market? They do something very similar to us. Buy old computers and sell. Very similar to our business. But the only difference with the back market is back market will not buy the old computers, keep in the stock and sell. That's what we do. No? We buy the old computers, keep in our distribution center and sell. Back market is a marketplace for all electronic items. Back market will connect the seller with the buyer and they take the money. They will never touch the computer. They don't take the computer clean, refurbish. They don't do that. They just sit in between. But they verify the sellers. They guarantee the quality with the seller. So they have some trust built on the system. Otherwise, they don't touch the system. They don't touch the computer. So this guy, back market, is an interesting example for us to see. Today is only the introduction. Today we are not trying to go into much detail of it. But I am sure we can do that next week. Back market, they don't own the stocks. Our pre-seen company, we do own the stock. We do own the stock. And we are an online reseller and a call center, no physical stores available. Reset, our case study company, no physical sales points available. We do the sales only online. We do the sales only online. Here, look at Tier 1 Online UK. Refurbish e-commerce and lifestyle. B2C, business to customer, store plus B2B. So if you look at Tier 1 Online, if you look at Tier 1 Online, they have physical stores as well. So we are very different to them. They are very different to us. We are very different to them. They are very different to us. Right? So, but look at this chart, because the chart will tell you some basic details about different players that are available in the market, Right? All right. So, assuming you have just seen it, we'll go into further details as we started to do the course. But I want to tell you one thing. Now, you must be thinking, look here, we are in a very small market segment. What we do is very, very unique and not many people are doing it. That is, of course, wrong. Now, let me give a classic example. Do you know this refurbished computer business is done by the largest computer manufacturers in the world as well? So I'm trying to jump into a slide which is further away, but just to prove the point, so I'm jumping to slide number 82. In slide number 82, you will see Apple is doing it. You will see Dell is doing it. Not only third-party agents like us, the manufacturers themselves got some facilities to do that. Now, if you look at Apple, premium electronic maker runs an official Apple certified refurbished store. So now you will realize, it is not only third-party people are doing it, but Apple got a refurbished product selling place available. And Dell, and it is called Dell Reconnect with Goodwill. Dell has a recycling program and increasingly designed for PCs for easy upgrade. and reflecting its goal on circular design, and recycling is something that they are pushing very, very hard. Recycling is something that they are pushing very, very hard. So of course, not only these two, there are many. Okay, of course, not only these two. If I jump into the next slide as well, I'm sure there will be here. Black market is here as well. Black market is here as well. So this is a business that is very, very interesting. So many people are in business, and it will be nice for us to get involved and learn about this industry. So you have seen some of the players here. Now you can see tier 1 online. Can you see tier 1 online as the last element? Even though they are tier 1, they are in the column. Can you see tier 1 online in the screen? Their name, can you see the tier 1 online UK? You can say yes if you can see. No, how? No one is saying yes. Okay. So why don't we quickly go and see what kind of a company this tier 1 is? Can you go and see what kind of a company this tier 1? Here we go with tier 1 online. Here we go with tier 1 online. Now look at the wording. I think I like that wording. Second hand isn't always second best. Second hand isn't always second best. Of course, they're trying to promote you to buy. The second hand computers as well. That's why they say second hand isn't always second best. Discover our extensive range of refurbished laptops at tier 1. We have a variety of reconditioned laptops from leading well-known brands, including Apple, including Microsoft, including HP, including Dell, including Lenovo. They have everything. And here they are asking, what product do you need? So I'll go and say, I need a desktop. Now they're asking me, which brand do you need? I'll say, I need Apple. So can you see on the screen, I'm working right on your left-hand corner. I have entered, there's an area called Quick Shop. In the Quick Shop, I enter. So then when I search, they will tell me the products that are similar to what I'm looking for. Right? So we can click on the laptops as well. I click on the laptops as well. So these are the used laptops available. And there's a picture of the laptop. There's a price given. Right? So it is a nice business called tier 1 online. It is a very nice business called tier 1 online. Right? So, but of course we did say that, even the Apple is doing that, didn't we? Of course we did. We said even the Apple is doing it. Certified refurbished products of Apple. It says shop refurbish. You shop for refurbished items. This is where the site is. Savings up to 15%, and you can buy a used product. And you can save 15%. So you can go and, you can click a product, check a product to see whether you like to buy something. They might have all types of products that is available for you to buy. Right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, it is not unknown industry. It's a well-known industry that is available for you to go and buy the item. So that is our case study company is all about. You can see there are so many players in this industry. We have a very nice board of directors. You can see the slide. We have a very nice board of directors. You can see the slide. We have a chief executive officer who is separated from the chairman. We have a separate non-executive chairman. Hamza Salim is our non-executive chairman. Then we have a CEO, corporate governance. We have executive directors for finance, operations, marketing, and buying. We have 3 non-executive directors available. So question that we will ask is, why don't we have a HR director? Why don't we have a HR director? Why don't we have a technology director, IT director? Why don't we have a sustainability director? Why sustainability director? Because our entire model is about sustainable products. We are saving the carbon emissions to the world because new laptops need not be manufactured because some people are using old laptops. Some people are using old laptops. So sustainability is a critical element in the game. Sustainability is a critical element in the game. And if you want to know more about it, I think we should know more about it because it's a critical area that we should concentrate on. It's absolutely a critical area that we should concentrate on. There is approximately 62 million tons of e-waste. Again, I jumped to a different slide. 62 million tons of e-waste for 2022, estimated to be 82 million by 2030. So sustainability is a critical element in our game. And we are very serious about sustainability. Don't worry. We are very serious about sustainability. We are very serious about sustainability. I can give you some examples to say how serious we are about sustainability. As an example, efforts are made to increase the durability and repairability of devices, which can reduce the demand for new manufacturing and associated cost and emission. Recycle and sustainable material. Companies are increasing using recycled plastics, metals, and other material. You don't need to throw them into the landfill. Recyclable material. And as an organization, we also try to be very, very sustainable as much as possible. Disposal all electronic responsibility through designed recycling program, prevent environmental pollution. So I think I have given the basic update about the pre-seed. So if you do look at the pre-seed, it's a nice document. It will show you things in a nicer presentation. It does talk about our competitors, as you can see here. It does, but don't worry. KYI, Know Your Industry, is the full industry review. There is no full industry review here. There is a very basic industry review. You can look at the KYI soon. And it talks about competition. And assuming you don't understand computers, I know you do, but we try to teach you about parts of computers. We try to tell you about type of PC vendors, who is selling computers. You know, manufacturers are selling. But we try to give you so much of detail just to ensure you understand the computer business. I don't think you need to worry too much about it. We even go into what do you mean by GPU. We try to go into what do you mean by CPU, central processing unit. Central processing unit. What do you mean by the consumables in a computer? What do you mean by a tablet? So I don't think you need that, but all those details are also very much clearly given for you. My dear friends, this is a market that is growing. Don't worry. The market is expected to grow. It is an $85 billion market. Global refurbished electronic market. Refurbished, not the new electronics. Refurbished electronic market is $85 billion. Expected to grow. Expected to grow at a very high rate. So you will be able to learn a lot if you go through the KYP with us, and this is our step number 1 in the journey. This is our step number 1 in the journey. It's a private limited company that we said that. Okay. You all can see me still? You all can see me and hear me well? Okay. Okay. I was a little worried. It's a private limited company. It's a private limited company. On the exam day, we might decide to become a public listed company. There are many things that we should start discuss with you on the first day of the class, which is tomorrow. Because we are a private company, why don't you list ourselves? We are a public listed company, why don't you list ourselves? I think is an interesting discussion to have. And we are only in one country, why don't you go global? These are the questions to be asked. Well, it's a private limited company. That means we are not listed. That is why, that is one of the reasons our company in 2025 made a profit of 23.8 million. We made a profit of 23.8 million. Out of 23.8 million profit that we made, 22.9 million were paid as dividends. Very large dividend payout ratios. Very large dividend payout rate. Large amount of the money was taken out as dividends by the owners. So what do you call that? What do you call the ratio? Dividend divided by profit is what? What do you call the ratio? Dividend divided by profit. That is to tell us what percentage of profits were declared as dividend. Dividend divided by profit. So dividend is smaller number, profit is higher number. Out of the profit you declare dividend. So dividend divided by profit is what percentage of profits were declared as dividend. That is what you call dividend payout ratio. Dividend payout ratio. Out of profit, what percentage of dividends were paid out? Dividend payout ratio, as you know, my company seems to be very high. So there are some ratio analysis here. We can go through them next week in detail, but it'll be fun for you to note our profit retention ratio is only 3.78. What is profit retention ratio? Profit retention ratio is out of the profit, what percentage was retained without paying dividend. So you know what the dividend payout ratio is. Almost 97% or 96% of the profits were declared as dividend. Profit retention is retained is only 3.78. Our gearing is low, only 22%. We can borrow more money. Okay. Tell me one thing that we can do if you borrow more money. Our gearing is low. You know what the gearing is? Gearing is out of total capital, what percentage is debt? What is the percentage of debt out of total capital? It's low, only 22%. But if you're going to borrow more money, go to a bank and borrow more money, you can go gearing up to 40%. Tell me something sensible that we can do if you borrow more money. If you can borrow more money and if you can get that money, tell me something that we can do. If you look at this chart carefully, you might figure out the answer. Tell me, give me your views. Yeah, invest in what? Samadhi Bandar, invest in what? What kind of things are we going to invest? You can find the answer from this slide, or you can find the answer from this slide. I don't know. One of those slides might give you some ideas. One of those things might give some ideas. One of these things will give you some ideas where we can do, what we can do with the money. Of course, we can go for overseas expansion. Why? I told you all, we are only in one country. Why don't you go overseas? And when you look at the comparison of the companies, some companies are having physical stores, we don't. We can go for the physical retail store expansion. Physical retail store expansion. So coming back, our gearing is low. So maybe you can do something like that. However, our sales grew by 3.9%. Cost grew only by 1.67. Wow, what a nice company. Sales grew by 3.09. Cost grew only by 1.67. Cost of sales. That is why when the sales go up by a higher percentage, costs go up by a lower percentage, you will see our gross profit margins are improving compared to last year. Our operating profit margins are improving compared to last year. Our net profit margins are improving compared to last year. Of course, you got to go and compare with the competitors. This percentage increase for the absolute numbers. The percentage increase for the absolute number. But you will see all the profits are growing. So it's a nice business. And most surprisingly, return on capital employed is very, very high in our business. Absolutely high in our business. So I have taken little while to give you an update about the KYP. I have given a little while for you to get a basic idea about the KYP. That's the step number 1. What is step number 2? KYI, learn about industry. What is step number 3? Deep dive. Go to the in-depth of the pre-seed. Step number 4, ground rules. What you should be doing on the exam day and what you should not be doing on the exam. Step number 5, core activities. In our course, there are 10 steps available. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is 6? 6 is practice. What is practice? We give you one mock paper and the answer for you to get a feel about what kind of questions come on the exam. We give one mock paper and the answer for you to get a feel about what questions comes on the exam. Step number 7, reality. We give you 7 mock papers. Step number 7 is reality. We give you 7 mock papers for you to practice on our exam engine. Reality. You get a reality test. It's an amazing rehearsal for you to get the learning. Step number 8, refresh theory. Some of you all are coming from FLP. You're not going through E2, P2, F2. Don't. We will refresh your theory on E2, P2, F2. That is what you call refresh theory. Then we have a mix of things like possible issues, power mocks. The last element is one-to-one support for you. So this is the overall structure of our course. This is the overall structure of our course. Okay. Let me give you 5 minutes. Please ask any questions you would like to ask. Take 5 minutes. Please ask any questions you would like to ask. Take 5 minutes. Please ask any question. Please type. Are you clear of everything that I said? If it is clear, you can say yes. Are you clear of everything that I said? Any questions you would like to ask? Any questions you would like to ask? Where we get the case study PDF version? It's available in our LMS, Learning Management System. When you log in, you can see it. When you log in, you can see it. So we have a very active LMS. All the documents like the pre-seen KYP, KYI, deep dive, possible issues, all that will be there. And all the lectures will be recorded. If you miss a lecture, don't miss. But if you do miss a lecture, you can go and watch the video. We have a very active WhatsApp group where we will upload videos, audios continuously. So we can be in touch. We'll be having sessions on every Sunday and Saturday both. No, we have the sessions on Sundays only. Today is the introductory session on Saturday, but our classes are on Sunday. Our classes are on Sunday. So my name is Channa Gunawardana. My name is, we are starting from tomorrow. We are starting from tomorrow. Register today. Please send an email to info@nanaska.com and register today because we are starting from tomorrow. I given our email address here. So my name is Shanna Gunawar. There's one more question coming. Similar to OCF, is any subject out of E2P to F2 that are dominating? Well, there are core areas that will be tested from E2P to F2. All those Yusuf will be doing with you. All those will be doing with you. That is what you call the refresh theory area. And the lectures will be done by myself. I am Channa Gunawardana. And Mr. Mark Gunatilaka will be joining with us to help you pass MCS first time. So I was saying, my name is Channa Gunawardana. I work as a CEO of a public listed company. So, and I work as a chairman of government-owned gas company. So I have my experience in the real business world, because that is what examiner will be testing for the exam day. That is what examiner will be testing on the exam day. My job is to ensure classes are enjoyable. Mr. Mark also will be there to help me teach with me together. Our objective is to ensure classes are enjoyable, you pass first time. We are the case study specialists. Therefore, we will work together and ensure you pass the case study. We understand you guys are working professionals. Therefore, you are busy. Therefore, our course is structured. Our course is structured in a way that you get enough flexibility from us. We are not going to ask you to read 25-page document. Either we'll do a video, we will do a lecture, we'll send you a PowerPoint. We'll try to make your life easier. Samadhi Vandara says, should we watch all refresh theory recording before we attend the class tomorrow? No need. Come for the class. Don't worry about the theory. We will do the theory part. Don't worry about it. If you are free, Samadhi, today and tomorrow, if you want to learn do something, go to one of these websites and see how they operate. Look at what kind of things they do. So which website you would like to go to? Well, you can decide, but this is, let me try to show you one more. Go to back market. And see what kind of operations that they do. So there are recommended products for me. Don't buy anything. But go and enjoy some of the products available. I don't know whether this is worthwhile for me to buy. I will click and see. This says price is 339. You are saving 659. Oh my gosh. Looks like a good deal. I don't know how far it is true. Right? These are all computers that I'm going to buy. And here they have given me, I can select a condition. I can buy a super new computer, 5289. Good computer, 348. Fair is not bad, 339. Right? So they will help me to identify a lot of pictures of the product. There is a damage there. Can you see the damage on the screen? Can you see this damage on the screen? Please tell me yes if you can see it. Can you see the damage on the screen? Yeah, scratch mark. So, well, I know what I'm going to get. But if I'm going to save $200, I might as well go and buy it. But they are a very large business, my dear friends. They are a very, very large business. It says verified, refurbish verified, refurbish, right? So if you want, this is where you should be spending a little bit more time. If you want, this is where you should be spending a little bit more time. Of course, they don't sell only computers, they have everything else in the world for you to go and buy. And whenever you have time, go and check, because they are very serious about sustainability aspects as well. They are very, very serious about sustainability aspects as well. You can see from the slide. Back Market is a leading global marketplace dedicated to verified refurbished technology. Our mission is to create a world that does more with what we already have. Do more with what you have. By prolonging the lifespan of our electronic devices through circularity and repair. Look at 92% less impact on the planet. 1.6 million metric ton carbon dioxide prevented. They're very serious about it. They talk about it. They talked about it. They publish their impact report. So, I mean, since you are looking for a document to read, actually, since Samadhi asked that question, only I went on to all the details. Samadhi Bandar asked that question. But this is a good time spent for all of you all. This is their impact report. It looks like a cartoon, I do understand. It looks like a cartoon, you understand. But this is Back Market refurbish revolution. Refurbish revolution for them. Right? So much of details that are given about what do they do about the environment. Trust me, environmental matters will be very, very important for us on the exam. So I have answered that question. So where we can see my MCS past papers, my dear friends. So that is Keshika. All the past papers are available on our LMS. But you don't need to go and read all the past papers, because it will be based on a different precinct. What I do is I do videos on the past papers, take the key message from that past paper, explain it to you how it can be applicable for this time case study. If you have time to go and read the past papers, you are welcome. But it's a different precinct. To save your time, I have done the videos for you. So please join with us. Send an email to info@nanaska.com. If you need any clarification, please send me a WhatsApp message. I'm here to help you. And if you know any student who is doing the management level case study for November 2025, please ask them to contact me. We can register them for the course. We would love to help more people. We would love to work together. And we are here to ensure you pass this case study. But Nanaska is not about just passing the case study. Nanaska is about building better leaders. Our purpose statement is to build better leaders. Therefore, we do various other things just helping you to pass. We do various other things than helping you to pass. We have free programs for you. Things like Your Life is Your Life. What is the objective of that program? That is a discussion of how to live a happy life. That's a discussion of how to live a happy life. So we do a lot of programs to help you to understand the life and help you to be successful in life. We have Nanaska Connect to get you jobs. We have a separate channel available to help you to succeed in your office, help you with some of the issues you might have. We have a new FLP center coming up. We have a new FLP, dedicated FLP center coming up for you. Of course, we'll help you to pass, but we'll help you to be a better leader. That's what the purpose of Nanaska is all about. So just to show the website, you can go and quickly see the details from the website. I'm sure you can register through the website. But even if not, I'm sure you can go through, send us an email to info@nanaska.com or send me a message. These are the global prize winners. This is Mr. Mark, very proudly talking about something. So I would request you all to join with us and let's work together. I will ensure you have enjoyable time with us and I'll ensure all of you all pass. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Unless you have questions, I am here to answer. Unless you have any questions, I am here to answer. Any questions, please? If no questions, let's meet tomorrow, work together. Send us an email to info@nanaska.com. Send me a WhatsApp message at 00947773989996. I given my number there. Let's be in touch. You can send me a WhatsApp message. Even now, I can save your number. Goodbye. Good night. See you tomorrow. Let's ensure you pass MCS first time in November 2025 and SCS in Feb 2026 and say goodbye to Seema as well. See you. All the very best. See you. All the very best. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aswina. Thank you, Tamisan. Thank you, Samadhi. Samadhi, you have a lot of time. Go and read about backmark and send me a message after you read. If you find something interesting, send it to me. I'm also reading these days. If you find something interesting, send it to me. It'll be nice to see. Amalka, bye. Good night. Take care. See you tomorrow. Sharp. We'll start on time. It's like a race tomorrow. We'll start with the pre-scene. Good night. Goodbye. Take care.